Welcome to Sacred Sublimity with the preview of the upcoming Sunday School lesson from Daniel, 1st chapter, 8th through 17th verse, and 1 Timothy, 4th chapter, 7th through 8th verse, entitled Watching Our Consumption. Let us read the scripture text together.
Daniel 1, 8-17, King James Version. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. 9. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. 10. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel,
I fear my lord the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall ye make me endanger my head to the king.
11-13. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah,
Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Then let our countenances be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with thy servants.
14. So he consented to them in this matter, and proved them 10 days. 15. And at the end of 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. 16. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat, and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse. 17. As for these 4 children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. 1 Timothy 4:7-8, King James Version. But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. 8. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. May God add his blessings to the readers and hearers of his word. An intentional and firm resolve.
Every day we face a menu of choices that nourish our bodies, minds, and souls. We consume not just food and drink, but ideas, images, words, and relationships. Each choice is nourishment, shaping who we are from the inside out. What we choose to ingest forms our character, our worldview, and our spiritual health. The Bible urges mindfulness about what we consume. Our bodies are sacred vessels to honor God. Daniel and his friends entered Babylon, which was a powerful culture pressing them to assimilate. The king offered them rich food and wine. Though this was an act of favor toward the Hebrew exiles, these gifts carried strings of allegiance and idolatry. Daniel resolved not to defile himself. This was a predecision, not an impulsive protest, a deep internal conviction rooted in loyalty to God. Just like those Hebrew boys, we too face the king's table. Media that dulls the soul, pressure to conform, comfort over calling. How do we stand strong under the pressure to adapt and assimilate? First, decide in advance how you will honor Jehovah God, and then resolve to stick to your convictions. This is not legalism. It is intentional love, saying yes to God first, and a made-up mind to say no to anything that does not glorify God. A premeditated, firm resolve that feeds our faith before the test arrives.
A respectful decline and agreeable arrangement.
Having resolved within, Daniel approached authority with wisdom and respect, conviction without spectacle, courage matched by courtesy. Daniel proposed a reasonable, testable arrangement, not a demand.
Please test your servants for 10 days. Let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink.
Daniel lowered the official's risk and placed the outcome in God's hands. Gentle, godly wisdom opens doors that mortal brute force cannot. Explain your godly choices calmly and without drama. Be more intent on demonstrating your faith and let the fruit produce the evidence in diet, entertainment, time, finances, and a favorable lifestyle. Godly truth tested with humility plus a flourishing life is more effective than 1,000 loud arguments.
Clear and favorable results.
After 10 days, the results were clear. Daniel and his friends looked healthier and better nourished than those eating the king's fare. Their appearance became testimony to God's goodness and faithfulness. When we align with God's principles, tangible blessings often follow. Healthy bodies and clear minds become instruments of witness. Care for the body as a gift and then use it for God's glory. Physical enhancement should not be your primary focus. Feed your faith first. Then let spiritual health guide your physical habits with the goal of pointing others to Jehovah God.
Referred path.
Paul writes,
Train yourself for godliness.
bodily training is of some value, but godliness has value in every way for this life and the life to come. Physical accolades are fleeting. Eventually, aging will bring inevitable deterioration. But character, love, joy, and peace endure into eternity. Eat well, rest, and move, not for vanity or applause, but to maintain your body for service to God and neighbor. A healthy body fuels energy, clarity, and endurance for your ministry on earth in the service of the Lord. But above all, feed your soul first. Start the day with a verse at dawn and a prayer of gratitude. Fill your day with faith-filled conversations. Watching our spiritual, intellectual, entertainment, and physical consumption while exercising our faith, we will find strength, wisdom, and God's favor, and our lives will become a quiet yet powerful witness.